This is why I would put or the main niche into honestly the best S-class tier you could possibly put in. I mean, you're gonna make so much money with this. It is a crazy niche. All right, so I'm gonna be ranking the worst to best faceless niches that you can tap into right now to make a load of cash. Now, I personally have a lot of experience in this space. I've been doing faceless YouTube channels for about 8 years now. So I know the pros and cons of almost every single niche and how much money they make in it, whether I've done it myself or I have clients who have. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I would say is we have the evil and crime niche. So one person that's killing it is this guy named, killing it, that's a kind of pun intended, that was a good one, Dr. Insanity. Okay, so Dr. Insanity, you can see, like, look at this view count, 1.6 million views, 3.5 million views. He's pretty much breaking down like serial killers or police body cam footage, is like back and forth. So like he's getting a lot of views. And if we look at a Social Blade, which will tell us how many views he's getting every single month, let me zoom in here so you can see this. He's getting 25 million views in the last 30 days, which is so crazy. Now, when people ask me, Caleb, how much do these people make? The way I teach people is it's called RPM, which means how much you make every 1,000 views. So for example, if I say this guy has a $7 RPM, that means every 1,000 views, the guy makes $7 from YouTube ad revenue, which is pretty much what I would say the crime niche comes out to. So if he has 25 million views, that means he's probably making, assistant, how much is he making? I failed high school, so that's why I don't know. All right, so he's doing $175,000 every single month just from YouTube ad revenue. This doesn't include brand deals. Now, I actually did this myself and I went into the crime niche, but there are some cons that I've learned in this niche. So first, let me show you proof. I know that there's a lot of gurus that just don't show you any proof, so here's the proof. You can see this is my channel and everything. Started a long time ago. Let's see lifetime real quick, go back. All right, so you can see right here, this is when we started all the way back in January of 2023. But you notice that we stopped running it around, I would say, May or June is when we completely stopped. And I'll tell you why we stopped. So first off, let's just look at the numbers. $27,000 is how much I made off of this channel with only 4 million views. Not too bad, you know, but the problem we ran into is that a lot of the videos will get demonetized. You can see here we got limited ads on a couple videos, which limited ads, if you don't know what that means, it means if something's too violent, too much like cussing, for example, you're going to get flagged. You're going to not be able to make a lot of money off that video. Now, another thing we noticed is that when it comes down to these more, I guess you could call it demonetization niches, we found that YouTube will sometimes shadow ban you. And that's a rare scenario. Like YouTube doesn't normally shadow ban, but like there is scenarios where they will. Sometimes it's politics, they'll shadow ban you. And sometimes what we found is it's in situations like this where it's very violent topics, they'll also shadow ban that. Now, Dr. Insanity, I believe he actually ran into the exact same issue as well, but he found a way to get out of it because he kept posting. So Dr. Insanity and me, what we did by accident is we made a video talking about a teenage serial killer, and YouTube hates topics like that. They do not want you to talk about young kids. And so we kind of made the mistake doing that. And so our channel we noticed a night and day difference where we went from like 10,000 views or so at least per video down to like 1,000 to 2,000. So that, and then also the issues we ran into with having to upload a video and then it get demonetized. We have to then take the video down, edit the video to make sure it's up to guidelines, and then re-upload it. It was so much work. It was just not worth it anymore for us for the payout that we were getting. The other thing we noticed with this niche is it's a very competitive niche. And so most of the topics that you're going to be covering are cases that has already been covered a million times. And so when you're covering these topics that someone else has already been covered, viewers are going to watch 5 seconds of your video, be like, oh, I already seen this case, I'm out. And then they leave, and that hurts your video. And so the only way that you can create your own cases, the only way you can find new cases that no one has ever covered before that are good, is if you hire a lawyer for like $200-300 to go to these different sheriff counties, and he can actually ask them to give all the files of interrogation, video footage, etc., over to him based on the case that we're trying to investigate. The problem with that is that when we did that, we ended up getting 20-30 hours plus of footage that we would literally have to watch of interrogation footage, and nobody has time like that to make a video around. And so it just was not worth it. The barrier of entry was high, the cost to make these videos were high, and the work was way too much. The payout's not worth it. That's why I'm going to put this under the D class, I would say, when it comes down to ranking. D usually means bad, by the way. S means really good. All right, so next we have the history and documentary niche. There's this guy named San Roman history. So this guy breaks down different topics, usually older battles, it looks like medieval times. He covers those type of topics. Now there's different types of history channels that you can create, different sub niches that you can go into of history, but you can see he's getting a good amount of views. If we go to his Social Blade, 1.6 million views, That's pretty good. I mean, that's not bad. Now, from what I understand, this niche varies, but it can be sometimes a $7 RPM as well that you make. So this guy's maybe making, I would say, 8 grand or so a month from ad revenue. Now, the good thing about niches like this is you can make money more than just ad revenue. In fact, I think where all faceless people go wrong, and if you subscribe to my channel, you'll find me teaching this. I think every faceless person, what they do is they try to rely on ad revenue, YouTube, as all of their income, and that's a bad idea. At any time, YouTube can demonetize you. You wake up one day, your entire livelihood is at stake. And so I try to go into niches that not only can make me a lot of money with ad revenue, but I can either build my own product that I can sell to the audience on it, or I can get good sponsor deals around. So an example for the history niche is you can talk about ancestry.com as a sponsor deal. And so those people will pay a lot of money to you in order to have you feature their sponsor or feature their brand in your videos. Another channel doing history is Weird History, right? 4.5 million subscribers are one of the bigger ones in this niche. They're doing about 4.8 million views in the last 30 days. So they're clearing a good, what is that? A good $28,000, maybe $30,000 just from ad revenue. Like I said, brand deals can pay actually double. So whatever ad revenue pays you, typically brands are willing to pay you double. You might get a $14 RPM if you go directly to the brand and work a deal with them. Now let's talk about some of the pros. The pros is this is evergreen, which means this is going to last a long time. It's going to always be relevant, which is really good if you want long-term stable views. The con, however, is that sometimes these topics or niches is very small. There's not a lot of audience in some of these topics. And so you're going to only get maybe 20K to 100K views on certain videos. Overall, I would put this in the C class on ranking. Okay, so now let's get into the celebrity niche. Now, this is a great case study. Anna Oop is someone that is crushing the celebrity niche. I actually know the person that runs Anna Oop. Surprisingly, Anna Oop was one of my first ever clients. Back when I was doing YouTube to grow my personal brand and teaching people what I was doing with faceless channels. This was 2018, I think it was. And I only got like 500 views per video on my personal brand. One of those views was the guy who created Anna Oop later on, and he bought my course for only $150. That was it. Today, my courses are like $5,000. So this guy turned $150 investment into millions and millions of dollars. This dude, it varies on how much he makes, but he's making loads of money every single month, sometimes $1 million a month is what I remember him telling me. So he's making a lot of money. He has multiple channels. This is just one of the channels that he has, but all of his channels has one thing in common, which is it all in the celebrity niche, okay? So the celebrity niche, if you look here, it's various topics, right? Anything that's relevant, like Diddy, One Direction, any of this is currently relevant in today's world. And so he makes videos about all those topics. And, you know, sometimes he'll get 100K views, 55K views, but once in a while, he gets a massive viral video, like 650,000 views, right? And sometimes millions. And that's good because the more views, the more money you can make. Okay, so Anna right now, they're doing about 3.9 million views last 30 days. Like I said, he owns multiple channels, but this is just one of the channels that's doing 3.9 million views. The RPM can vary. Sometimes it's $5 to $8. It really varies. Usually I found it's around $5 if you're talking about lower class people. Sounds so messed up, but it's kind of true. If the audience that if the celebrity that you're talking about attracts young kids, you're going to get paid less for that audience. Now, you can get sponsor deals doing this, so that's not a bad move either. I actually have some channels in the celebrity niche. One of the channels is Rap Hive. I'm pretty transparent about the channels I run. I don't hide a lot of my channels. I only hide a few of them. Now, I haven't been active with this channel at all. I have not uploaded in over a year on this channel. I'm planning on coming back soon. But this channel right here is all celebrities. It's literally just talking about, you know, rappers and stuff like that. The lifetime earnings from this channel is over $600,000 that I've earned from this one channel alone. So it's a good niche to go into, but there's some cons in this niche. And one of the cons that I've learned is that because you're relying on celebrities and drama and news, it becomes irrelevant very fast. Like you have to be fast to make the video and then it dies out a week later and then you're back out there having to fight for more. So it's not really an evergreen niche. If you're planning on running this channel, you have to be very active long-term every single day for you to continue to make money. Now, because of that one con, I would say I would probably put this in the B category when it comes down to, you know, worst to best of faceless channels. All right, so now let's talk about mindset. All right, that niche is a very interesting one. So there's this channel called Easy Actually, And they talk about topics like losing weight is easy actually, being productive is easy actually, becoming social is easy actually. So it's like practical mindset stuff. Now they only have, what is this, 8 videos. They've only uploaded 8 videos, yet they have 700,000 subscribers, which is so crazy. And if we look at their social blade, they're doing about 800,000 views in the last 30 days, which may not sound a lot compared to what we just went over with the other channels. But remember, the output that they have to create, like 8 videos, right, is not a lot that they have to do to get that type of return. So this is more of an evergreen niche, a higher RPM as well. Sometimes these RPMs could get you $10 to $12 because this attracts higher, like I said, higher class people. It attracts people who are trying to make money online, or attracts people who are trying to lose weight. Those are niches that pay you more money because they're more valuable when people try to sell products to them. Another person doing it is It Girl Playbook. So if you're like in the girl niche, if you're a girl right now trying to do a faceless channel, this is actually what I would probably do. It probably fits in your category. So they create more so mindset videos for girls, and it's all faceless. She's doing right now, let's see, 600,000 views in the last 30 days, which is crazy. If only 26 uploads. So again, and I think they just started this they started 2 months ago. This channel is brand new, guys, 2 months ago. This is a very good niche. Like I said, the RPM is super high. So this person could be doing on the high end about $6,000 or so. And one thing I want to point out is you can actually sell products to this audience. So what I've seen people do is they actually have like a school community, and they charge like a monthly subscription of like 40 bucks a month for you to have access to a bunch of mindset courses. And so they take their faceless mindset audience and push them towards those other digital products, which is genius. I think that's the best way to do it if you want stable income. I personally would put the mindset niche in the A-class category. All right, so now we got the make money online niche. This is a huge niche because these RPMs are wild. You know, sometimes, like I said, it's $10 to $13. It's very similar to the mindset niche. So this is like how to make money online, pretty much what I'm doing with my personal brand, how to make faceless videos. Like these are categories that will make you lots of money, not only from ad revenue, but the biggest thing is you can sell external products, which is, I'm a huge believer of that, like I've said. So you can sell courses, affiliate marketing, promote someone else's products, right? There's a million different ways you can do it. One of the guys who is doing it right now, doing very well, is How to AI. All of his videos is AI generated. Now, there's a lot of work that goes into these AI generated videos, but it's not him, his voice, it's not his voice, and the face is an AI character, okay? And yet this guy's clearing over $80,000 to $100,000 a month with a faceless YouTube channel and a Discord community, okay? So this guy is completely crushing it. Another person doing it, and there's several of them, but this is just another case study, Digital Income Project. He's doing the exact same thing. Now, if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, I have a free, it's literally free course, everything, school community. The access is in the description. The link is there if you want to join it. Every day we're teaching you how to grow a faceless YouTube channel for your business. Make sure you check out this next video on my channel, and I'll see you next time.